Yo, what's going on, guys and dudes? Welcome back to the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 19. Today is game number 1 and game number 2 of the World Series, so slap that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and can't wait to see more of this Seattle Mariners franchise. Taking a look at the Pittsburgh Pirate team here. Very good starting five. Nobody rated below an 85 overall, or an 86 overall even at that. Some good relievers in the pen that we may get to see here. Kyle Crick, Edgar Santana. They don't have a straight up closer though. They're using relievers there. Francisco Cervelli, the starting catcher. Josh Bell at first base. Joey Wendell at second base. Adam Frazier will be coming off the bench, as well as Kevin Kramer. They still have Kevin Newman there, too. A lot of second basemen. Colin Moran starts at third. Shortstops will be Alex Lynch there. Left field, we have Corey Dickerson. Center field, they have Michael Geddes, but I don't think he'll start. They're going to start Polanco and Bonifacio. Let's get it! All right, so you take a look at the lineup here. Pittsburgh Pirates going with Wendell, Moran, Bell, Lynch Jr., who you all should recognize from the miniseries, Dickerson, Bonifacio, Polanco, Cervelli, and the pitcher spot, who will today be Jameson Taillon. Now, we're going to go with, obviously, Malik Smith, Xander Bogaerts, Anthony Rendon, Ryan Healy, Mitch Haniger, Steven Nakajima, Fernando Mortero. We're going to put the pitcher spot 8th and then have Escalera in the 9-hole here for game number 1 at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for game number 1 of the 2021 World Series. That is right, the Seattle Mariners have made it to the World Series finally. It's been a long time coming. It's their first one, and Malik Smith is going to lead off with a big hit into right center field, and that will drop. Malik Smith will find his way all the way over to third base with a lead-off triple in this World Series. Xander Bogaerts then strikes out on the outside. Off-speed pitch from Jameson Taillon. Then comes Anthony Rendon. He will single home Malik Smith, and the very first run of this World Series belongs to the Mariners. There's Ryan Healy, and that one will not get through. Great diving play by Colin Moran, and it starts a double play to end the inning, or the half inning, as now Pittsburgh comes up. There's Joey Wendell. He's going to get a leadoff hit over the outstretched glove of Anthony Rendon. So the Pirates put one on here for Colin Moran, who's going to strike out. Great high heat there from Yusei Kikuchi. Here's Josh Bell, and he's going to ground over to first. That's going to get stepped on at first base, but he does move a runner over there for Alex Lynch Jr., who's going to put one through the hole between first and second. That's going to put runners on the corners, and a little threat here for Pittsburgh. Corey Dickerson, though, will ground over to Xander Bogaerts, who will put him out for out number 3. So we go to the second inning. It's Mitch Haniger. That's a little weak. Frailer into right center, but it drops. And Haniger's going to try for second base, but he will be gunned down at second base. So Haniger out. That's one away, and that brings up Steven Base Nakajima, who will live up to his name with a base hit there, putting him on first base. Then Fernando Mortero, that got a little bit too much air under it, and that will be out number 2. So now coming up after Mortero is the pitcher spot. It's Kikuchi, and he's going to swing on this one. It's going to be a ground ball to second base, and that will end the top half of the second inning. So we go bottom 2. Yusei Kikuchi's going to get a grounder here for out number 1. Nice little play there, and that is going to bring up Gregory Polanco, who is going to ground one over to Rendon, thrown on to first for out number 2. That then brings up Francisco Cervelli with a little chopper over to first. Kikuchi will cover, and that will retire the side. Nice job there on defense. So that'll bring up Escalera here to lead off the top of the third, and he's going to ground out to third base. Colin Moran taking care of that. Malik Smith now to the plate. He's got one going oppo field, but that one has a little too much air. Easy grab for left fielder Corey Dickerson. So now to the plate, it's Xander Bogaerts, and he's going to get this one to fall in left field for a base hit with 2 away. So Anthony Rendon's going to swing on the high heat. That's going to be a strikeout. And Jameson Taillon gets out of the third with no problem. Kikuchi gets a nice strikeout right there as he will get Jameson Taillon, the pitcher, to strike out. Next batter is Joey Wendell, who hits a fly ball into right. And now Colin Moran is up, and he is going to hit an infield fly ball. Ryan Healy will be under it, and that retires the side here in the bottom of the third inning. We'll move to the fourth. It is going to be Ryan Healy at the plate, and that one's going to flare out into right field for a base hit. Healy on first, leading off this top of the fourth. Haniger, though, liner right at second baseman Joey Wendell for an out, but this one's going to be a base hit right there, and that's got base Nakajima written all over it. Mortero now going to fly one into deep center field. That would be caught. We're going to get a little tag up here. That's going to put runners on the corners with 2 away, and a chance right here. It's Kikuchi, though, and a little bobble by Josh Bell, but he will make the tag to end the top half of the fourth. Into the bottom half, it's Josh Bell. That one's really far, but not quite the distance he's looking for as it's caught by Escalera for out number 1. Alex Lynch Jr. now is going to hit one into right field. That is a little bit too much air, and then it's caught by Haniger. So now Corey Dickerson, this one's deep into right field, and that one will come off the wall and off the glove of Haniger. He'll pick it up. No triple for Dickerson, but he does make a double here with 2 away. But a big strikeout from Bonifacio. Nice pitching from Yusei Kikuchi to end the inning. Into the fifth, it's Escalera with a base hit. He'll lead off the fifth with a single. And that'll bring up Malik Smith, who hits a dribbler back to the pitcher. They're going to go for 2 here. They're not going to get it. Malik Smith just too quick. Here's Bogaerts, though, and he will allow this to be a double play. And now we go bottom 5th inning. And there's a leadoff base hit into left field for Gregory Polanco. And that could help do some damage for Pittsburgh as Cervelli going to walk as well. So the 2 leadoff hitters are on here in the 5th. Now for a bunt, and that's going to be a foul bunt, which will be an out. So Joey Wendell going to come up here with 1 away and 2 on, and he's got a deep fly ball to right field. Too much air. Haniger makes the catch and throws in to prevent any further advancement. Colin Moran with the strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. And we're going to the 6th with a 1-0 lead. It's Anthony Rendon dribbling one to shortstop. That's taken care of for out number 1. And that brings up Ryan Healy, who's got one through the third shortstop gap for a base hit. And that's 1 on, 1 away for Mitch Haniger, who goes the other way with this one, but it will be caught out there in right field by Jorge Bonifacio. Base Nakajima trying to get another one, and that one's going to be bobbled by the shortstop, Alex Lynch Jr. It'll be a base hit. There's 2 on with 2 away, and Mortero will drop this one into left field. We've got bases loaded with 2 away, and Crush Davis is going to pinch hit for Yusei Kikuchi in this spot. He's got 4 homers this postseason, but this one nothing near a homer as it's a ground out to Alex Lynch Jr. Thrown on to second, and he gets Taillon out of that one. So Keith Levette going to come in for his 5th postseason appearance. He's been very roller coastery this postseason, and he's going to get a ground ball over to shortstop to take care of Josh Bell for out number 1. And he's got Alex Lynch Jr. up at the plate, and that's a grounder over to Steven Nakajima, who will put him away. Now Corey Dickerson up, and Nakajima again. He's going to charge this one and take care of Corey Dickerson. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Keith Levette. So now that brings up Escalera to lead off the top of the 7th, and that is way too high of a fly ball out there to right for out number 1. Malik Smith lines this one into center field, but waiting for it is Gregory Polanco for out number 2. Bogarts rips one into left field, but running after it and catching it is Corey Dickerson, so a 1-2-3 inning there. Now bottom 7, this is going to be Bonifacio, and he is going to infield fly this one for out number 1. That brings up Gregory Polanco, and he will strike out swinging. And Keith Levette coming in for 1 2/3 so far of good pitching. But this one will get down by Francisco Cervelli. And they're going to pinch hit for Jameson Taillon here using Adam Frazier, who has 2 homers this postseason, 9 RBIs, batting .333. That's a pretty deadly weapon on the bench, and he's going to strike out looking, the window shopper going down. And it's still a 1-0 game at the end of 7. So Richard Rodriguez is going to come in to pitch. And he has a 5 ERA in 10 appearances this postseason, this being his 11th. Here's Rendon. He's going to come up and launch this thing into right center field. That'll get to the wall, and Rendon will have a leadoff double here in the top of the 8th inning. So that's going to bring up Ryan Healy, and that's also going to go into the exact same spot. And that's 2 straight doubles. That'll increase the Mariner lead to 2-0 with nobody away for Haniger, who will kind of kill the buzz a little bit with a strikeout. Base Nakajima going to come up. He launches one into center field, but that's an easy catch for Polanco. We will, however, get the tag up here. And now we have a runner on third with 2 away, and Mortero killing the buzz with a strikeout. He makes the crowd go wild, though, as we are away here. There's Joey Wendell with a little grounder over to second. Nakajima puts him away for out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Colin Moran. He's going to sit there and look at a beautiful high fastball, and that's 2 away. So here's Bell now, and a high fly ball into left, kind of floating towards foul territory, but it's caught by Escalera, and a 1-2-3 inning. Michael Feliz is going to come in to pitch the 9th for Pittsburgh. This is his 10th appearance. He also has north of a 5 ERA. Shed Long's going to come in to pinch hit for Keith Levette. So here's Shed Long. He's going to hit a chopper over to first base. That's taken care of by Josh Bell, out number 1. And that'll bring up Escalera, who's going to ground this one to short. Taken care of by Alex Lynch Jr. Throws a little low, but it is scooped up by Bell for out number 2. Malik Smith, barehander by Alex Lynch, and he can't make the throw. Malik Smith is safe. Here's Bogarts. He's going to hit it into right field. That one launched, but it is caught out in right for out number 3. So 3 outs away are the Mariners from a 1-0 series lead, and you know who's coming in here. It's Ken Giles with that 1.08 ERA. 5 saves in his 6 appearances, but he's given up an absolute blast to Alex Lynch Jr. And Alex Lynch Jr. has cut the Mariner lead in half, 2-1. And he's got PNC Park roaring, as there are obviously still no outs with that leadoff solo shot. And he's got Corey Dickerson coming up to the plate here. 3-2 pitch on the full count. That one's going back into right field, but Haniger, very nice tracking on that one. Bonifacio coming up. That's a grounder over to short. Bogarts makes the throw for out number 2. And we've got Polanco to deal with. That's a launcher to right center field, off the wall. Polanco will be in safe at second base with a double and 2 away. The tying runs on second. Joe Jimenez is going to come in now. He's got a 4.15 ERA in his 3 postseason appearances. But the Mariners weren't dealing with the way Giles was pitching, but Jimenez is going to give up a single here, and that's going to bring Polanco home. The throw is not in time, and the Pittsburgh Pirates have tied this ball game in the bottom of the 9th. Another full count pitch, and that's down the line in left field. They're going to get it out there in left field, and that will cut off the runner from going home. And a big strikeout from Joe Jimenez is going to stop any more runs from coming across. Jake Barrett is going to come in here in extra innings, his 8th postseason appearance. He faces Anthony Rendon, and that's a leadoff base hit right up the center of the diamond. So now that's going to bring on Mitch Haniger, and that's going to be grounded to second. He is out, but Rendon over to third for base Nakajima, who once again becomes a hero as he brings in the leading run. Fernando Mortero will line out right over to Colin Moran. And now we're 3 outs away from winning game number 1. This one down the third base line is grabbed and thrown on to first. Now Josh Bell up. He swings really hard and misses here on the 88-mile-an-hour ball from Joe Jimenez. And the high fastball on Alex Lynch Jr. is going to end it. 2 straight strikeouts from Joe Jimenez to pick up the W in his 1 1/3 innings pitched here. 3 strikeouts total for him. Rendon is the player of the game as he hits a double and an RBI in this one. But in my opinion, it's Steven Nakajima. 4 for 5, the game-winning RBI. You let me know in the comment section below who you actually feel was the player of the game here for game number 1, but it is huge, a huge extra innings, 10th inning win here for the Seattle Mariners to take a 1-0 series lead here in Pittsburgh. Kikuchi goes 5 scoreless with 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. So good performance from him. Keith Leavitt goes 3 scoreless innings. Now brings his ERA down to 2.89 this postseason. Ken Giles was charged the 2 runs even though they were given up off of the arm of Joe Jimenez. So Giles, his postseason got a little bit worse. Jameson Taillon goes 7 strong, gives up 1 earned, 2 strikeouts, but he did give up 11 hits. So now we're going to go to game number 2. It's Marco Gonzalez against Trevor Williams, and look how well Trevor Williams has been pitching. He's 2-0 with like a 1.20 ERA right now. As far as lineup changes, the Mariners do change Healy and Rendon's spot. They're also going to start Crush Davis, and Escalera not starting here in game number 2 because they want a little bit more pop in the lineup. So we'll see what ends up happening there. The Pirates make absolutely no lineup changes, except for the fact that a different pitcher is batting in the 9 hole. So we'll see how that ends up working. Mariners wearing their throwbacks, and it's Malik Smith who will get the leadoff base hit. Now Xander Bogaerts, he's going to get it on to second base, and they go for the double play. They can't get Xander Bogaerts, but Malik Smith is going to have a severe sprain here on the play, and Malik Smith has to get removed from the ball game. So we'll keep an eye on this further down the line this series, but right now Malik Smith won't be playing. There's a hard hit ball from Ryan Healy, and that gets up and over Alex Lynch Jr. Now here's Anthony Rendon, and that one's going to be caught out there by Josh Bell. He really made a run for that one. With 2 away, it's Crush Davis, and he'll strike out swinging on the low slider. Trevor Williams gets out of it, and Alfredo Escalera is going to take center field to relieve Malik Smith. So Joey Wendell once again to lead off, and he does it again. Another leadoff base hit for Joey Wendell. Second straight game he's done that. Colin Moran is going to take ball number 4 there, high and in off Marco Gonzalez. And now Josh Bell going to swing through the changeup, the 81-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. So now it's Alex Lynch Jr., and that's lifted out to right field and caught by Haniger for out number 2. There's a ground ball, and that is going to be thrown on to first base to get Alex Lynch Jr. and be the final out of inning number 1. Top 2, it's Haniger leading off, and he leads off with a strikeout on the off-speed pitch from Trevor Williams. Now it's Mortero, and that's grounded over to first. Josh Bell taking care of it with that work, and now the 1-2 pitch over, and that one's going to be grabbed by Colin Moran, and that will be thrown on to first base, and that'll take care of Marco Gonzalez for the final out of the top of the second. Now we go bottom second, and there's going to be the first out there on Bonifacio. And that'll bring up Gregory Polanco. Here's a grounder up the middle, charged and thrown on to first for out number 2. So now we have Cervelli and lined out to first base. Nice catch, Ryan Healy. That'll end the second inning. Going to the third inning, it's base Nakajima, and that actually hits the head of Trevor Williams, but he throws it on to first to get Nakajima. So here's Alfredo Escalera. That's a dribbler over to second base. That one thrown on to first, and he'll be out. So 2 away here, and we get Xander Bogaerts, who is going to ground out over to third base. Colin Moran, nice throw, and that will end the top of the third. Marco Gonzalez back to work here, and it's Trevor Williams who's going to lead off with his deep hit out to left, but a very nice grab out there by Crush Davis. So now that's Joey Wendell, and he's going to ground over to first base. Ryan Healy going to take care of it and get him out of there. Colin Moran going to ground over to Ryan Healy. Pitcher covers. Marco Gonzalez makes a nice play on it, and that'll end the third. Into the fourth, it's Ryan Healy, ground over to short. Alex Lynch having some trouble there, but he does get to throw him out for the first out. Now it's going to be Rendon, and that's a high fly ball out there into right field, and a nice track and catch out there by Jorge Bonifacio. Crush Davis going to hit one into right. That one cannot be caught. That will drop for a base hit. A 2-out hit. Maybe a 2-out rally here. We'll see. No. Mitch Haniger going to strike out on the inside corner. And Trevor Williams gets through the fourth. Into the bottom of the fourth. And that one's going to be a grounder. And taken care of. Josh Bell can't outrun it. He'll be the first out. Alex Lynch Jr. now at the plate. And he's going to take ball number 4. And have his free base. So 1 away, 1 on. There's a fly ball into center by Dickerson. He'll be out number 2. And that will bring up Jorge Bonifacio once again. And he's going to fly into foul territory. And Healy will grab that one for the final out. So now top 5. It's going to be Fernando Mortero. And that will not drop. Very nice run and grab by Polanco. Marco Gonzalez going to stay in this one, and he's going to hit this one in as a fly ball into center, and Polanco's there for that as well. So that will bring up Nakajima, and Nakajima's going to dribble this one over to second, and that will be thrown to first. Josh Bell takes care of it. Polanco up at the plate to lead off the bottom of the 5th, and he's thrown out of there on a grounder up the middle. And that is going to bring up Cervelli. And Cervelli's going to get the hit into right field. Nice hit between first and second. And that's going to bring up a Trevor Williams who's going to bunt a fly ball for out number 2. And then there is a ground ball over to third, thrown to second, and the fielder's choice will end the inning. Marco Gonzalez going 5 strong as we go to the 6th, and look at the bomb by Alfredo Escalera. He has really been playing well in this postseason, especially of late, especially at the end of that Oakland A's series, and now to start off the World Series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Look at this, and he wasn't even starting today. So he will give us the lead 1-0. There's Bogaerts. He's going to hit one over to right field. He'll be the first out of the top of the 6th. That's going to bring up Ryan Healy. He's going to hit a hard hit grounder. And look at that. That hits second base and pops up. That will be a base hit for Ryan Healy. And then we've got Rendon. He's going to flare one out into right field. That's going to hit the wall. Healy wasn't running, so a little confusion on the base paths. He's going to get caught in this little rundown, but with Rendon already at second, he's forced to go to third, and that's going to be the second out. So Crush Davis still has a chance to bring a run in here, but he's going to ground one over to Josh Bell, and he'll be out of there. So bottom 6 we go, and look at this. This is going to be a gapper out there, and that's going to lead off the bottom of the 6th with a double. Absolutely crucial here, and that's going to bring up Josh Bell, and he's going to strike out looking on the high cutter. So he cannot take advantage of the Colin Moran double. There's a hit, though, by Corey Dickerson, and that is going to put runners on the corners here for Bonifacio, who is going to fly out here. He is going to be the final out of the inning, and Marco Gonzalez gets out of big trouble there. As we go into the 7th, and Mitch Haniger lines one into center, it will drop. And Mitch Haniger has a leadoff single in the top of the 7th. They're going to bring in Richard Rodriguez to relieve here. Trevor Williams is out of the game. This is Rodriguez's 12th appearance, and obviously he hasn't had the greatest postseason, especially against right-handed batters, and that's what he's facing now, as Mortero is going to chop one over to third, and they're going to get the double play. Absolutely crucial for the Pirates to get that happening. So now Domingo Santana is going to come in. He hasn't had the greatest postseason, batting 125, but he's going to pinch hit, and he is going to strike out on a high inside fastball. So now, Huskers' favorite pitcher, Sam Tuivailala, is coming into this game for his 5th postseason appearance. There's a ground ball over to first, almost mishandled by Ryan Healy, but he's able to get over and get the out. Then here is a fly ball into the right center field gap, but a nice chase by Mitch Haniger to get the second out. That'll bring up Joey Wendell, and he has got a nice little bloop into left field. He will make it to first base, and he'll be a runner on with 2 away. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left, and that will end the inning as Crush Davis gets right under it. Michael Feliz coming in to pitch for these Pittsburgh Pirates now, and he's had trouble against lefties, and that's exactly what he's facing, but there he gets Nakajima to line out to second. Here's Escalera, the hero of the day so far, but he is going to fly out to center field. And that'll bring up Bogarts, who's going to chop one over to third base, caught by Colin Moran over there, and he'll throw it over to Josh Bell, and that'll be the end there. So bottom 8, big strikeout of Colin Moran there for Sam Tuivailala. He will now face Josh Bell, and Bell, maybe a bloop here? No. That's going to be Crush Davis, who's going to run all the way in and make that catch. That'll bring up Alex Lynch Jr. He's going to take a walk here from Tuivailala. So a 2-out walk. And there's another 2-out walk of Corey Dickerson. So Tuivailala not looking great right now, but he gets the strikeout looking of Jorge Bonifacio to bring the game into the 9th inning, and Jake Barrett will pitch the 9th for the Pittsburgh Pirates. A double switch will put Michael Geddes in left field to play some defense, and Ryan Healy has one high and deep, as that one all the way back to the warning track is a catch made. There's another catch made out in right field on a fly ball. And now Crush Davis lines one over to left, and that is a catch made by Michael Geddes, who just got out there in left field. So now bottom 9, it's Polanco, and that's going to be a ground base hit right through that little second short gap. And that's going to be a leadoff hit, and the Mariners have seen enough of Tuivailala. They bring in Dan Altavilla here. Only his 3rd postseason appearance. Hasn't exactly pitched the greatest, but he gets a nice slider strikeout of Francisco Cervelli. Now he's going to have to face Kevin Kramer, who will pinch hit for the pitcher spot here in a big situation. A 3-2 pitch, and he will strike out swinging. That's 2 straight strikeouts there for Altavilla. That one he doesn't get the call on of Joey Wendell, and he will walk. So the winning run is on first base, but a dribbler over to first, and Ryan Healy makes the tag of Colin Moran, and that will give the Seattle Mariners a 2-0 series lead here in the World Series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Absolutely crucial. And wow, what an advantage the Seattle Mariners will have in this series now, as they have that 2-0 series lead. Marco Gonzalez goes 6 strong. 3 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed, 2 walks, but no runs given up. That's huge. Trevor Williams gave up 1 run, which was a great outing. It just wasn't good enough to win today, as Alfredo Escalera comes up absolutely huge. He had 1 hit on the day, and it was the only hit he needed. It was a home run, his 2nd of the playoffs, his 3rd RBI, and he's been coming up really big as of late. And it's just great to see some of these young guys when they get their opportunity. He wasn't even starting today. He comes in because of a Malik Smith injury and just gets it done. Great to have a 2-0 series lead, guys. If you're excited for game number 3 of the World Series, please go ahead and drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and can't wait to see more of this franchise as well as any other franchise on this channel. Few different sports going on here right now. It'll be Sheffield and Musgrove. Franchise content all day, every day, and I will see you guys on the next episode on Friday.
You're a pretty little star boy.